Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was a bit loud. I'm your host, Dexter Hobo, and today we have the great RPR, GP1, no assist, and we are here in round 20 at the USA, Miami. As you can tell, I've not got anything on yet, so let's get all the track data on. No one's on track at the moment. We are running short quali today, so there's no full quali, as there's only going to be about 15 drivers potentially joining. But as you can see, there's a couple of new little graphics I'm sort of testing out today. One of which is going to be a replay cam, which I hope to get online today. So obviously, it's all testing, all like new stuff. I will show you how it's going to work in a little bit. I'm just going to get everyone's streams on so I can see what's going on. Okay, there we go. And mine's there. Theirs is there. Perfect. I want to let the adverts run through as well. I don't want them to see the adverts. Oh, Dutch Face just subscribed with Prime with Rob Sim Racer. Cheeky little sod. Where's my Prime? Chubb? Where's my Prime? Where's my Prime? I message him. Cheeky sod. Alright, so anyway, how is it going to work? I'm going to obviously lower all of their volumes as well. I don't want to hear too much sound. Actually, I don't hear any sound. Actually, I will mute it until I need to have it. Essentially, right. So, I will show you how it's going to work. I want to put this over here because I can't see it otherwise. Oh, I've just moved something. What have I just done? It's been showing things on lock as well. There we go. So I can't touch anything. Brilliant. Okay, so how it will work on the replay cam, I will as follows. Okay, that will actually let me do it. No. If I do that, I see the chat or not? No, because that doesn't work like that. Because this thing is stupid. For some reason, it won't let me drag the chat out. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Now I can. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Carl, how are you doing? I'm just going to show you quickly how the replay cam is going to work. I'm going to press a button. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. So the replay cam will try and actually get someone that isn't me. Let's get on board with Rob. So Rob's replay cam. Hey, replay. Okay, it's not perfect, I admit. I'm going to edit it, so I will do it bits and pieces during the stream probably and just make that a bit tidier. I want to try and just see only the section we need to see, if that makes sense. So I'll trim all this, get it all nice and lovely. But yeah, hopefully it works out quite well. And you can see you've got Chubbs there. We have got mine, which you'll see in mine, and then we've got Moylan's as well. So we've got a couple of replay cams that we can just jump to and have a look at. For now, we will jump to a driver on track. Hopefully, I can. I'm very well, Mrs. Carl, as always. Thanks for asking. Is Mr. Carl racing today? Mr. Carl working? No, he's there. Come on, Mr. Carl. You can get some points. Get some points today with very few drivers. Fingers crossed for that one anyway. If I can pop that out, it'd be a lot easier, to be honest. But hey ho. I don't think you can pop out of the chat, can you? I don't think it's possible on this. No. That would make it a lot easier than like have a chat running here and all sorts. But no, unless I can do it on thingy. I don't know. But anyway, a couple of drivers on track. We'll jump to who's the first one? Ali Defa. Who's the first one to set a lap? Oh, silly me, I haven't even run through the tables yet, have I? Let's go through the tables while they're doing their first laps. So, start with the driver's standings. I need to minimise that so I can see. Your lead at the moment is still Jack with a lead of 44 points. He has 356 points at the top of the table. Second place we have Avi with 312, not 13, 312. Johnny Stokes is in third with 290. Sorry, I can't even talk today. 263. We have Gustav in fourth with 248. We have Scotty in fifth with 152. Moylan's in sixth with 143. Chubb is in seventh with 120. We have Speedy in eighth with 81. Alidifa is in ninth with 72. Cherry's in 10th with 55. We have Mr. Carl in 12th with 32 points. El Stefano in 13th with 28. Frenzy in 14th with 24. We have Rob in 15th with 8. Final of 2 points. Go on, Rob. And then still yet to score is I can't never say his name. Andreas, Crookie, Dr. Robot, Hot Zoja, and Booker Bronco. Right, now what it does for your constructor standings. Alpine are still leading the way, although that gap is slowly starting to narrow. They are leading with 476, 33 points behind them is the McLaren boys. As you can see, I am ripping my McLaren shirt today with 443. Williams are in third with 415, so it's still close at the top three, even with the top top three 60 points. Haas now started to fall out of that battle for constructors. They are 121 points back from Alpine and 60 points back from Williams, and they have 355 points. Then we have the Aston Martin boys with 104 points in 5th place. In 6th place we have the Mercedes with 81. 7th place we have the Red Bull team with 79. 8th place we have the Alfa Romeo team with 50. Is a spinner there from Aladifa. In 9th place we have the AlphaTauri with 8, and then finally Ferrari are in last with nil points. And there we go. So times have already come through. We'll just quickly whack through some timings and have a look. So Jack setting the fastest time so far, 1:27.2. Then we have the slowest of the 1:33.2. So quite a big gap separating 1st and 7th, but I'm sure they'll get some more quick times in a minute. Chubb's even validated this lap. One's on an out lap now. Erez is just started his along with Avi. So we'll stay on board with Avi at the moment. I want to try. Can't talk today. What? Me, it's the wrong table. Oh, this fucking... Is it not done it? I hate this thing sometimes, you know. Yes, it hasn't done it. Basically, if you don't have Streamlabs, what it does, it just ballses it up constantly. So it will constantly... I'll change it, and it will change the image and save it and all that, and it will basically go, no, do you know what? I'm going to show last week's image, because it saves every single image from last week, of every single time I've used an image. Were they both wrong? Yeah, they both was wrong. Alright, we'll go through it again, because this fucking thing is stupid. I don't see how hard it is to just keep an image, considering it's not that difficult. Alright, we'll try again. Okay. So, was I saying things that were right and it was just showing wrong? I think that's what it was, wasn't it? But, okay, this is what it should be anyway. So, Jack leading the way, 136. Avi, 131. Johnny, 263. Gustav, 248. Scotty is 152. Moyland is 143. Chubb is 120. Speedy, 81. Alidifa, 72. Cherry, 55. Erez, 43. Mr. Carl, 32. El Stefano, 28. Frenzy, 24. Rob is 8. And then no points for everyone else. Constructors. Alpine 476, McLaren 443, Williams 415, Haas 355, Aston Martin 104, Mercedes 81, Red Bull 79, Alfa Romeo 50, AlphaTauri 8, and Ferrari 0. There we go. Stupid bloody thing. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I have to show you a screen grab of what it does. It just saves image after image after image. Avi's on 2nd on a 127.7. Moyland has done... Is he in 3rd? He's gone 3rd, 127.8. Johnny's on an outlap, 127.9. But it's very close to the top, really. Jack's still running away with it a little bit. He's still quite high up at the moment. As he's about to come into the pits now, Jack. Camera pans to see him. Avi's also into the pits. Anyone else on a lap? Chubb. Invalid again when he's out of lap, but we'll see him on his actual lap in a minute. Oh god, I want to try and see if I can edit this replay cam a little bit so you're not seeing so much background. But I can make it bigger, I suppose. I can make it full screen so you guys can see it. I want to also see... Oh, why have you done that? Okay, Z. Alright, let's put that here. For some reason, when I put this over here, it doesn't show me what I want to see. That doesn't make any sense. But trust me, it doesn't show me what I want to see. I want the chat to come here, but it doesn't come here anymore because it's fucking stupid. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll work it as always, and we'll model through as we always do. I mean, oh god, why is that suddenly started moving? Let's put everything on lockdown again. I mean, what I could do quite happily is move all of the replay cams to the other window and then do it that way and try and do a capture like that. Because I was trying to do the other day. I might try that actually. See if I can play around with it while they're going round. As Chubb is coming down the final straight now. That's the replay bit. I don't want that bit up. I want this bit up. Maybe try and not have it as a display capture. Come around the final two corners now. Or three corners maybe? Yeah, I suppose two corners. Chubb now, can he get across the line? He does on a 1 at 28.4, puts up in the 5th place. It's a good time there from Chubbinho. Window capture. Okay. Let's do it as that. Window capture. No, window capture? It's not a window capture, is it a game capture? Maybe it comes underneath. I don't know what it would come under. No, it's not, definitely not that. It must be a window capture. It can't be display capture, surely. I would have thought it would have been a bit easier. Okay, who we got on board? Anyone else doing a lap? Frenzy's not on a lap. Neither are the bottom two there. Someone just come out the pits, I'm pretty sure. Avi's about to start another lap. We'll stand board with Avi. While Avi works his tyres, gets them heating. He's on the soft tyres, so it should be on for a good lap here. Window capture. Right. Window capture there. Let's make that stretch to screen so it doesn't fuck up. Put that in here. It's in there now. Right. Now, I don't want it to capture that. I want it to capture Google. Hey, that's what I wanted to capture. But let's not do that because it's fucking hide it. Why has it done that for? Uh-oh, what's up? What's gone on? Okay, something's gone. Oh no, I'll ball something up. I'll ball something up. Undo, 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 undo. There we go. Phew. Okay, delete that. Oh, actually, no, don't delete that. That's what I need. Put that. Wait, undo it all again. Just keep undoing until it's back to normal. There we go. Alright. Don't touch anything. I don't know what it does. That's my habit. I try to fiddle about with things and I'll balls things up all the time. Here we go. Let's try call that replay and we'll try it again. Okay. Leave it like that. Let's make that invisible. Can we make it fit the screen now or stretch the screen now? We can. Put it in here. Alright, now have that, select Twitch. It should actually, that's not too bad now. So let's try replay cam again. Nope, that's not replay cam. Button needs to be changed. So Avi still in second. Not able to catch up to Jack, but it does decrease it quite a bit there. So not bad from him. Let's delete this display capture for a second. Yeah, delete this display capture. Hopefully, does that work? No, why isn't that working? For some reason, that isn't working. I don't know why. Which isn't good, really, because I wanted that to capture this fucking thing. Not just throw a replay in front of that for nothing, for no bloody reason. Let's put that, move this a little bit. Why has it done that for? For some reason I can't find the window capture anymore, which is a bit worrying because how is that capturing that? Not too sure. Because all that's doing is blocking that up. Something's gone wrong somewhere. That's why, because that's gone into there. So that needs to go below that. That needs to go above that. Now. No, why ain't that bloody working? Capture the bloody window, you numpty. Window must match. Maybe because it's not fitting to screen. stretch the screen. Now, what about now? No, still not showing me anything. Very strange. Okay, let's delete that a minute. Try again. Always got to fiddle about. Window capture, yes. New source. Let's do it. Call it that. And capture that. Alright, it's captured it there. I can see it. It's captured it. Right. Now, let's hide that a minute. So you guys can't see it. Then I can't see it. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Right, make that stretch the screen. So this is a replay cam, so it's going to be shown on screen. Hopefully it works. Not like that though, because that is stupid. Fit to screen. Okay, we've got some form of replay cam anyway. That ain't too bad. The replay cam, it will work for the time being until I work out a way of doing it better and properly. So let's try that. Turn that on. Replay. Yeah. Okay, I'll work out a way of doing it properly anyway, because it's just annoying at the moment. I want you just to capture the screen, not like just being stupid with it. So Morning retired in the pit with 50 seconds to go. GDC's on an outlap now for his first time. So we'll come back to him so he gets on. Erez come around the final sector. Oh, no, he's going to the pits. So Abby's retired as well. Jack is coming down the final straight to start his lap. Speed retired because he's run out of time. Is Jack coming into the pits, or is he going to go around it? There we go. Jack's also going to start a new lap. Where's Johnny? Johnny is coming down the back straight. He's also going to start a lap soon. He's got full ERS still. Can he get to the line with that though? He's very close to the line there. 5 seconds. He can make it, I don't think, Johnny. No, he's into the pits. Chubb, he made it, so he'll be starting a lap. He's currently slightly down his time though. Cherry's coming into the pits. GGC is invalid, so it's only really Chubb that can disturb the top 4 at the moment. He's currently still a little bit slower than his fastest time. Oh, and he's invalid. Alright, so while Chubb goes round, I'm going to fiddle with the replay cam and try and make it look a bit more pretty. Try and narrow it down a little bit. We'll see a replay of Moyland. Okay, let's put that here for a second. Now, I've got a crop tip. 50, a bit more than 50. So I'll do 200. Too much. 150. A bit more than 150. Try 160. A bit more than 160. 165. 170. 170 will do. Alright, so it's going to be more than 170. If I do 250. More than 250. He says 260. No. 280. Oh, 290. Okay, getting closer. 295. That will do. And left. Oh, the left is okay. It's the right side, I think. Left side, sorry, the right side's okay. Left side needs a little bit, I think. I'll go 20, a bit more than 20. 50. There we go. Now, if I do that, fit the screen. Please don't muck me about. It's not perfect. If I do stretch the screen, it might make it a bit. We'll see how it looks. We'll try it. Let's have a look at another streamer. Rob. Ain't too bad. It isn't crystal clear, so it's a stream. It depends on their streaming, obviously. But, you know, I think that will do. I think that will do. But there we go. The replay cam will be functional. Yes, and there is the grid for the feature race. We'll go through it in a bit anyways. I don't normally go through it, but Jack has set the fastest time on 126.9. Very, very quick. Half a second faster than Avi. And 4.3 seconds faster than the slowest driver, Carl. So there we go. Alright. Haha. So, again, let's have a look at replay cam. Replay cam, it kind of works, you know. I'm quite happy with that. I might have cropped it a little bit more. Just to, you know, if I do a little bit of touch-ups while I'm here, like make the top a bit bigger. There we go. Bring in the left a touch. And bring up the bottom a little bit. Let's try it now. And transformation. Stretch the screen. Yeah. That's a replay clam. A replay clam? A replay cam, as you can clearly see. Very good. Oh, we've got rain. We've got rain. And we can see, look what Moylan's doing with his strategy at the moment. So a bit of an insider to what these drivers are going to experience today. Move it down a little bit. Okay, now I can lock it all so it won't fiddle about and move. Cool. So, full wets as well. Full wets. As you can see, weather. We have our weather somewhere. There we go. Apparently it's going to be dry. I don't think it's sunny at the moment. Maybe it needs to reset. That might need to reset when the lobby comes into play. We have got 25 seconds left. I'm not too sure if I like that live bit where it is. What do you think, guys? Do you like the bit where it is? Is it in the way? Is anything going to be there to get in its way? I don't know. Can't think where else to put it though. Unless I get rid of this maybe. Whereas I'm pointing to stuff, you can't see what I'm pointing to, which is a bit stupid, really, for my part. Let me move that down here in the middle. Then move the lockdown back up. If I find the live bit again, wherever that is it in logos? No, it's not in logos. It's in live. Okay, that would make sense that I left it in live. Unlock that, stick that to the far corner here, out of the way. That will do. I like that there. There we go. So here we go, full rain. I will make that weather a bit bigger so we can see that clearly. That's the MFD one. Where's the weather one? There it is, live weather. Okay, unlock that a minute so I can make that a bit bigger. Okay, so weather-wise, this weather, what you can see. So we're going to have rain, at least heavy rain for the first 10 minutes at least. Then it goes down to light, and then it will dry up by an hour's time. So we could see a dried up track later on in this race. Let's make sure that's. Oh, let's do that again. How do I redo that? Let's put that back. What's the redo button? I can't even remember what the redo button is. Okay, take that off lock for a second. And then put that back. Nope, not going to take off. No, that's logos. Probably why. So there we go. We'll go through this grids. Everyone's going to be on the same tyre anyway. But as you can see, Jack is your pole sitter. Avi's in second. Johnny in third. Moylan in fourth. Chubb is in fifth. Sixth is Erez. Sorry. Ali Defa is in seventh. Speedy in eighth. Cherry in ninth. Rob in 10th. Mr. Carl in 11th. Scotty in 12th. GDC in 13th. And Frenzy in 14th. But this rain is the great equaliser. It doesn't matter what power you've got or how quick you are. If you know how to put the power down at the right times and stuff like that, know where the grip is, that's what's going to get you the time. We do know Moylan is very, very quick in the wet. So waiting now for these back drivers just to get to the grid. Moylan's got a purple, perfect grid position there for Moylan. Anyone else got any in good positions? Oh, Rob got purple. Yeah, they all got purple. All of them say all. Chubb got purple as well. I've only got 3 people that I can see on board with. Cherry invalid it, or disqualified it, we're going to put it. Here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights, and come on, away we go here. It's a very cautious start from everyone involved. We'll jump board with Moylan so we can see the start. That's it, good camera there. Jack takes the lead. And will Johnny try and slip around the outside? No, he won't, but he won't lose a position there though. A couple of cars have got a slow start at the back, maybe a spinner with Scotty. And one car's falling back, it's Erez, he's falling back down the grid. Can Carl make the move. No, it does get past Rob there quite nicely indeed, and nearly rams into the back. But he's okay. It's all good. And we'll carry on, and we'll see some more action now. Jack already got a second gap between him and Avi. Yellow flags are waving at the back. Scotty's having a bit of trouble here. Has he got damage? Has Scotty got damage? No. Well, I don't know actually. He has got his telemetry on for some reason. Not like Scotty. But there we go. We'll jump on board. Do they have space? Oh, he's got it on. No damage. Just going a bit slow there, Scotty. Something's happened to Scotty there. Speedy slipping down, battling with Cherry. Cherry goes deep. And that allows Speedy to go his way through. There was a spinner just caught that there, and it was Erez. He's got to wait for everyone apart from Scotty to come round again. And he's got slight damage to his wing. That's not going to help him whatsoever when it comes to this race. His ERS is fully on at the moment. Has he got it stuck on? His ERS is stuck on by the looks of it. That's not going to help him. He needs to really stop that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Maybe... Oh, Scotty's left. So Scotty's having issues by the looks of it. Can we try and get Scotty back in? Normally he appears offline though, Scotty. Let's see if I can get him on. If he's offline, I'm not going to scroll down to S. He'll have to just request. No, he's had the request, and I can get him in that way. Well, Jack says fastest lap so far in the first lap of the race. It's a bit of a weird camera angle there. As Waller's making a little move potentially along Johnny Stokes. He does make that move, and it's a very nice sweeping move there from the McLaren driver. Wets there on all the cars. I wonder if I can get the replay cam to show that little clip. Just realised that the replay cam isn't going to really work because it's not. Let's have a look what the replay cam does here. Okay, it's the replay cam. Here we go. So it actually works quite nice actually. Bit needs to be trimming a little bit, but there we go. You can see there more than with the pace they get round the inside of Johnny. Brilliant overtake there from the McLaren. Back to the race. So, Scotty's back in, which is good. He didn't need an invite from me. Going to battle now with Speedy. He goes deep there. That's good defending there from Aladifa, but Speedy's going to be a bit unhappy with that one. Well, because the penalty there for corner cutting. Johnny's still staying with Moreland though. I see Moreland's now being stuck behind Johnny. He's got to try and gain that space back up to Avi. And not let Jack get too far away. Although Jack isn't really getting away that quickly as Ali Diva's at a moment. Ali Diva's at a bit of a moment. Did anyone capture that? I don't know if they did. Let's have a look on board. If I can clip something from Chubb maybe. If Chubb might have captured that. What happened to Ali Diva? Or did he capture it? Does Chubb play in the dark or something? Jesus Christ. He screams so dark we see Chubb's replay cam, but I don't... No, it was behind Chubb I think, so Chubb wouldn't have captured anything there. Jumping on board. It's really hard to find overtakes because with it's wet, it's you know, there's no DRS. Doesn't matter how close you are to someone. If you can't get that power down, you're not going to be able to make the overtake. Weather is still heavy rain, as you can see in the corner of the screen there. Still heavy rain. And that will be for the next at least 5 minutes. Obviously, we've been racing for at least 5 minutes. So no change to the weather at the moment. Trying to keep an eye on it as much as I can. Still, Johnny is still keeping with Moreland. Use a lot of overtake at the moment. Moreland, well, actually, same as Moreland, really. All the top, well, other than Jack, all the three that are trailing Jack are used the same amount of overtake up to try and keep up. There's a little train forming here behind, I believe that is Cherry. Oh no, not even Cherry, Adifa. With GGC and Frenzy. Carl right behind the Red Bull there, seeing if he could try and make a move anywhere. But the gap really shrinks here between the top, second, third and fourth, as Moylan potentially could see a way past like he did earlier with Johnny. Can he get that move done? No, he can't. Pushing round the house at the moment. Well, meanwhile, Jack ahead, 3-second gap he's gained. As Johnny goes really wide there, I think, in the background. Losing a bit of time there. This is Moylan's chance really down his straight. Can he get it done and get the car stopped in time and get in front of Avi? Avi is not using any overtake up, but he has used up quite a bit more. As Frenzy's out of the race, this could bring out a safety car. And it's a VSC. Just a VSC, no safety car. So that will nullify... Oh no, safety car. Safety car has come out now. Safety car is out and there's Frenzy's car there in the wall. Bit of a shame there. So what I'll do, while that's doing that, I want to fix the replay cams. Obviously, that is not a replay cam as I wanted. The replay cam is actually when I do this and I clip it. This is the replay cam I want to see. So I need to move these edges in a little bit so we can see the full extent, and we don't want to hear noise either. So let's pause it a second while these guys drive around. It's a full safety car. The weather isn't, or it's starting to get to light rain apparently, according to my little graphic here. So light rain is on the approach, which is good. You know, light rain, you know, could change up a little bit. I'll put that behind that, might help a little bit. Okay, so let's open up this folder. Let's not that one. Not that one. Right, so replay cam. Open the folder. Let's go. So let's do some editing. Do a bit of cheeky editing. Alright, put that over it. Now, left side needs to come in maybe a tad, not too much. So if I go 70. 70 is perfect. Brilliant. Right side needs to come in probably about 70 as well. Yep, it does. 70 exactly. Look at that. Too good. Top needs to come in about 200. A bit more than 200. Say 250. That will do. And then the bottom is actually okay, I believe. Yeah, bottom's actually okay. We'll knock it down to maybe go to like 300. Yeah, that will do. And then we can make that fit the screen. Oh no, not fit the screen. Stretch to screen, not fit the screen. Stretch to screen. Narrows it up. Perfect. Look at that. There we go. We have a fully operational replay cam. So we can see all the replays, and there's nothing in the back, you know, getting in the way. And we can see Moylan going around here with the VSC, and it works unbelievably, which is good. Right. So let's close that down. We don't want to see a replay of that. So safety car, gathering everyone up. Rob has pitted. Obviously, he has got a 3-second penalty. That's not a drive-through penalty. He's just pitting there. So we'll do that there. Just get rid of that little hide thing. I want to move that a little bit. I'm fiddling. I'm sorry, but I do like to fiddle. I like to fiddle with stuff. Let's just make that move in a little bit, because I like to see things that are nice and flushed with, you know, sides and all that. That will do. That's better. Probably don't know. Probably on your screen didn't do anything, but I've basically moved the live a little bit to the corner. Right. So, any drivers that decided to pit, let's have a look. Did anyone gamble and go on to Inters? They all gambled to go on to Inters, apart from Ali Difa and GGC. That's crucial. So they are aware of the weather changing. They can probably notice that the weather has got slightly lighter, or the rain got slightly lighter. And Ali Difa is pitting. He is pitting. So far, biggest gainer. Well, it's all going to change now. But we'll look in a minute. Also pitting as well is GGC. So both drivers choosing the pits a lap in onto the tyres. Yeah, both drivers going onto the Inters. And with that, the biggest gainer is no one really, actually. Carl's gained 3, Scotty's gained 3. Biggest loser is Eric, who's lost 6 and will remain to lose 6 as he comes out behind. GT gets out in front of him on the pit stop. Rob, only on with a penalty at the moment, and I stopped twice for whatever reason. Not sure why Rob would have stopped twice there. So here we go. We will wait as these guys gather up behind the safety car. So we're expected to have this light rain for at least another 30 minutes. So the chance of us seeing a dry track may be a bit slim, but it is nice to see that the Miami track might see actual harbour rather than the fake water that we are used to. We'll look at damage as well. Anyone got any damage that we might need to see? Does anyone suffer with damage? Doesn't look like it. No, everyone seems clean. No, very nice. So the wings got changed if they did break their wings during that safety car stop. Oh, penalty there for errors. For multiple warnings. You got a corner car trying to catch up to the back of the pack, and I believe safety car is in this lap. As you can see there, Jack has gathered everyone back up. Also, Moylan must have jumped Avi during that safety car. Didn't see that happening. So somewhere along this race, Moylan jumped Avi. As Jack's gone already, John gone nice and early. Somehow, Erez has overtaken Rob before the safety car line, so I'm not sure what's happened there with these two drivers. We'll try and get a replay of that, and we'll see if we can watch that in a minute while these guys restart the race. So there's a good start there from Moylan and Jack, already gapping a second to Avi. So let's have a little look at this replay. Why did... Oh, he was already behind him. So something... There was definitely a change of position there. Did Rob lose it? I'm sure Rob was ahead of Erez. Unless the graphic has played up, maybe. Maybe the graphic has played up. God knows. Good old F1. So Jack pulling away now from Moylan a little bit. 1 second the gap as the track's starting to dry. Probably not what Moylan wanted. Moylan would like the rain to stay a bit longer, because he is quick in the rain. But as the track starts to dry, Jack will get slightly more faster every single lap. Rain is still predicted, like I said, 15 minutes now, so it's coming down. Rain is going down a little bit. Anyone else? Let's have a look down here. Scotty right behind Mr. Carl's. Carl is a bit of step out there. But so far, good racing from Carl to keep ahead. Scotty very much out of position at the moment, being down in 9th place. Johnny is on the back of Avi as they go round the final sector, final 2 corners. Oh, Jack fast lap of the race. That shows you the track is getting quicker on his intermediate tyres. 141. Moylan's still in a second of Jack though, so he's not pulling away from Moylan, but he is from Avi, and obviously in turn Johnny Stokes. Oh yeah, by the way, I do have now, me and Moyland and Rob and all that have been playing around with Discord. We have now got soundboards of certain things. So if you did watch the TTFL race on the weekend, you might have heard this curly scream, as we call it.
Vehicle condition.
Basically, we slowed it down. And then we got Moylan like talking every now and then.
What Jeff's smoking if he thinks I'm going to pit this lap.
And then my favourite of all time is got to be the speedy one.
Mamma mia, fuck off!
So every now and then I might throw in a cheeky little a little sound clip in there, just to spice things up. So speeding as an incident, I'll be like, "Mamma mia, fuck off!" Scotty is still stuck behind Carl, who in turn stuck behind Cherry. Carl's actually racing really well in these wet conditions, losing a bit of ground now to Cherry on that acceleration. He defends the inside line to Scotty, always is letting Scotty through. possibly letting Scotty through there. Doesn't want to get involved in that. Moylan said fast lap of the race 140.7. Just shows you that Moylan as well happy with these conditions at the moment on the track. So Scotty now on the attack of his brother-in-law. Cherry defends the inside, so these two won't. Oh, Rob spun. Rob's had a moment. Let's get a replay cam of Rob's moment. We'll have to watch that as we're on board. Oh, he's into the pits as well. There's damage for Rob. Light rain on the track now, as you can see by the graphic. Well, sorry about that. Really loud. Okay, there's a whole incident here. So let's rewind a little bit so we can see what happened. So we'll go to replay cam. Here we go. On board with Rob at the moment. He's making a move here on Erez. Goes to the inside line. Erez late on the brakes. Is there going to be contact between the two? No. Oh, Erez clips the wall there. Rob gets early on the power. Breaks his wing. And well done to him. Good awareness to know his teammate was coming. Well, there we go. ETA of 10 minutes of the rain clearing up. So that's the replay cam there. It is working very well. I like it. And we're on board at the moment now with Scotty, who's trying to make another move on his team, on his brother. What's that, El? Sorry. Cherry defends the outside, then changes to the inside. Scotty just going to go right down the inside there. Great line, finding the traction beautifully. Can Carl find the way through as well? No, he has a little look because Cherry has a bit of a moment, but so does Carl. And Scotty ploughs his way through and into 8th. Sorry, into 7th from 8th. Moreland is still right on the back of Jack, keep him under pressure. Both drivers have a lot of ERS to play around with. Johnny and Avi still battling it out, both for the same amount of ERS. Erez has a penalty of 3 seconds there as well. Let's turn off this. We don't need to see any graphics really. There's nothing really to see at the moment. We're going to stay on board with this battle here. Moylan's really close to the back of Jack again. So at the moment the battles are with these front 2 packs. So 2 packs, these front 4 drivers really. 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th. See Rob at the back there, obviously having been a pit for his new front wing. I'm guessing Rob wasn't brave enough to go on to dries. No, clearly not. I don't blame him. A bit too early for that. Safety car could help Rob there. And so far, Moylan's still trying to find a way past Jack. Jack fast lap of the race. Moylan this time can't beat it. So Jack's opened up a gap a little bit more now, but goes deep into turn 1, which will allow Moylan to come back at him. ERS. Jack's slightly healthier, 18% more than Moylan's. Although Moylan's obviously gone with the low fuel mode. He's took out a lot of fuel there, knowing it's going to be a wet track. As we go around the fake harbour there. So down this straight now. Not much really Moylan can do here. He's not close enough to the back of Jack to make a move. We'll jump back to Johnny. Is he close enough to go late on the brakes? Not really. Needs to be on that gearbox of the Haas to make this move with these wet conditions. Everyone else is kind of spaced out a little bit. We do have a little battle behind with Erez and GGC that's on the cars, but right now Johnny really close now to the back of Avi. Needs to get a good drive out of this corner, out of this chicane. Not able to there. Avi does use a bit of overtake to make that gap open up a little bit. Moyland, half a second to Jack now. Still got rain for 10 minutes. Moreland, there we go, fast lap of the race again. So this shows you these two trading fastest laps all the time. Track is drying up. These tyres are coming into their own. And it shows you how much pressure Jack is on at the moment. Oh, Jack has a bit of a twitch there. That must have been a bit of a bum scratch moment for Jack. But doesn't lose too much time behind in front of Moreland. Warner will stay out ahead. GGC was really close there on the graphic, but maybe not close enough to the back of Erez. Oh, but another twitch there from GGC. This is the battle for the wooden spoon out of 11th place. Is anyone else? So everyone else is they're really gapped out. You've got obviously Chubb 5 seconds from Johnny, 6 from Speedy. Speedy's 5, 2 in front of Scotty. Scotty does seem to be closing in a little bit actually on Speedy, so that'll be about maybe on the cars later on in this race. Scotty's already 4 seconds up there, nearly 5 now from his brother, Cherry. Carl is floating in and out at that 1 second mark between him and Cherry as well. So close there for Carl. We've got 2 points on the cards. He's 8 seconds ahead of his teammate, and they're all Rob another penalty there. 6 seconds now for Rob, who is way at the back. Needs another safety car, really, Rob, to come back into this race. Are we going to see 2 more fastest laps from these 2 drivers? No. Slightly slower there from Wood. It was very close to fastest lap. Imagine Jack was the same. And again, same for Johnny and Avi. The gap's still remaining, although Johnny does set a purple sector free. Oh, Cherry's made a mistake. Oh, Carl's gone for it. Going side by side now through the last 2 corners. Oh, it's so close between these 2 drivers. They're still side by side. Who's going to yield? Oh, Carl yields. Carl backs out of that one. That come out of nowhere, but oh, Cherry goes deep into sector 1. That could open the door for Carl. No, not able to there with the wet track. But as you can see there, a moment can come out of nowhere. This is why the replay cam would be brilliant. If these guys were streaming, I can see it. So Rob Moyland is dropped a bit off the back of Jack there. Not too sure where that's come from. Whether a mistake from Moyland or Jack's picked the pace, I don't know. I think Moyland made a mistake actually. He's 3 attempts down on his lap. So he must have made a mistake there to open up that gap. Carl is right behind Cherry still, so we'll watch this battle for a little bit. Tyres are starting to wear a little bit, 20% on the tyres. Not a great line there from Cherry. But again, it's very difficult to overtake. They're going so slow through that chicane. Carl should have a lot of overtake there to make the move done. So is Cherry though, all fair. Cherry defending the outside line. But not able to make the move, not close enough this time. Oh, but goes deep. I say that, he goes deep, but come off it, goes deep. Oh, Carl snaps it. And, oh, God, these 2. What a battle these 2 are having. Oh, Johnny gets a penalty. That's not going to affect his position to lose 4th, but it'll be difficult now to gain 3rd with a penalty. Evening, Vader. How are you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Like I said, I did say that Scotty will be on the back of Speedy soon, and I've got a feeling this is what Speedy is going to be thinking right about now.
Mamma mia, fuck off!
I love the soundboard. I think it's brilliant. Scotty's got a lot of pace today. Seems he's upgraded his kit to that direct drive. He's unbelievable. Watching these two, like watching Tottenham, no one wants to hold on to the lead. Mate, Tottenham can't even hold on to anything, mate. I haven't watched them. Yeah, their flags are waving. Rob retired. Rob's crashed. Is that going to call safety car? Is it going to call safety car? I don't think it will. I don't know if it will. I want to jump on board with Rob's cam and see if we can get a replay cam of what happens. His car is still in the track though. Let's jump on board with Jack and well, let's turn that down. Jack, oh, you go, full safety car has come out. So as Jack and Moylan approach, and there we go, there's Rob's stricken car there. We will see a replay of what happened in a second. Oh, it's a big snap there from Rob. So we'll watch the replay cam there. Let's put the replay cam on. So here we go, replay cam, what happened to Rob's DNF. Put a bit of sound on as well. So Rob has a bit of a snap here. Tries to correct it, overcorrects it, can't get the track. And there we go. So unlucky there. We'll watch that again with no sound as well. So if you can see here, going around the corner nicely. Has a bit of a twinge there. I don't know if you saw that little twinge. So we'll watch it in slow motion, as we have the ability to. Slow motion. So it goes around the corner here. Change into fifth. I'm doing and into, oh, as he goes in, as you see that, as he hit the rev limiter there on the on fifth gear, changing into sixth, he had a bit of a snap. And then through the acceleration, you can see the back end now starting to step out. So we'll go back again. Get a proper in-depth look at this. So here we go. We'll look at it again. So changing up into fourth. It's fine. He's got grip. He's doing really well. Up into fifth. Hits the rev limiter. Has a bit of a twitch moment there. And then as he goes through sixth, he's losing control of the car. He can't gain it back. Left and right, fishtailing into a wall. There goes his tyre, and there goes his race. So unfortunate. But although on the other hand, brilliant for the replay camera to see that. So here we go, back to the race. Well, let's take that off. And during that, we have seen Moylan has pitted. Moylan is now pitting. On to dries. Moylan's gone to dries. So Moylan reckons that this rain is going to disappear by the time safety car comes in. Jack stayed out. Let's have a look at the tyre choices as Moylan's around. Don't need a replay cam for that. And he's been disqualified. Oh no. What is wrong with this game? What is wrong with this game? I will have to get a replay cam of that because we're going to hear Moylan swearing, I think. That's ridiculous. I know why it's done it. The reason why it's disqualified him is because as cars are coming out the track, he's technically blocking. It's bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. Right, now, let's listen to a bit of replay cam. Let's go on board with Moylan as he comes out these pits.
Oh, fuck off. You are
Black flag. Within black flag. Drive carefully back into the pits.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah, not happy.
Last week, friends.
That's not happy Moylan. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. To give him a disqualification there is ridiculous. Get him in the chat for an interview. I think he's a bit too annoyed. I'll let Moylan call off because I would be fuming at this point. He has ended his stream. He's had enough. So there's going to be no more replay cam from Moylan. Yeah, he's fuming. He's fuming. I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him for being fuming. I think it's a joke. So we'll level up the tyres now. A couple of drivers have chosen to go on to the mediums. So Avi, Johnny, Scotty. The rain has stopped, so it could be the perfect time for them to be pitted on the medium tyres. Speeds on the mediums as well. Jack is staying out. He's not going on to these dry tyres yet. We need to restart. Is there going to be a restart? I mean, because what? Because of the disqualification, they won't do it. If they didn't do it last round France 2 weeks ago, for Moylan and Jack both getting disqualified for overtaking safety car, they won't do it now. Especially with only 10 laps, just over 10 laps to go. Here we go. Moreland's fuming. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being fuming. That's ridiculous. I was actually watching you at the time as well. Yeah, it's you can't. Like I said, because even with the what happened with last week, the week before, whatever it was with France, with Moreland getting disqualified, and so did Jack for overtaking safety car, which was ridiculous as they're coming into the pits. If they didn't restart it for that, they wouldn't restart it for this. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's just a bullshit thing in this game. Like, it happened to me in practice before, where I've gone, Joe, I'm gonna come online, I'm gonna go to practice. I've spun, it was at Abu Dhabi, spun and landed in the pit lane as a car was coming out, and I got disqualified immediately. Seconds, didn't even get a chance to move. But there we go. We're gonna stay on board with. Well, I don't know who with really. Wait if he tries to come round. I was on board with Speedy. How he's getting on with these tyres. Well, as you can see there, these tyres aren't stopping for anything. So it might be too early for dryers at the moment. Obviously, we are into clear conditions at the moment. And saying that, Jack is pitting. So they are now going to a set of dry tyres. This could put Jack... No, I don't think it will, because there's a huge gap between Jack and everyone else. It does get held up a little bit by Erez. So Jack will still come out in seconds. Oh, a bit of a twitch there as well as he comes out of the pits. Be very careful. But there we go. So far, all getting out just ahead of the pack. So these drivers choosing to stay out a few more laps behind safety car on the inters have actually probably helped them a little bit. They'll have fresher tyres than everyone else, and obviously got the advantage of time. Moreland's left session. Again, don't blame him at all. So Rob has stayed in the chat and in the party to maybe be an engineer for Speedy, as they are in the parties together. There's only a couple drivers that are actually on Inters still, and it might be worth them pitting. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to be on Inters at the moment. The track is still wet, but it is dry, and it will dry up, and these dries will get faster and faster, unless it be one of them tracks where it doesn't dry up completely. They will have a constant, constant water on the track. We don't know. Safety car is in this lap, so Carl's gonna have to just make do with his decision, and so GDC as well. So here we go. There's a huge gap for everyone. Speedy's lost it again into that same corner we saw earlier. Lost the place to the Cherry. Will he have to give that back? Cherry, I don't think he will, because it was off track technically. So Johnny retakes the start. He has to be very, very careful. He is going very, very slowly. Just get the power down nice and gently. Has gone. So this is the slowest restart I think I've seen in F1. As someone spun, it's Chubb's round. Chubb has gone round into the back of the pack. Erez into the pits. Is he pitting for a new wing? He is. New wing there. Carl with the 4th place. So Carl might be on the right tyres at the moment. But he will need to pit again if it does dry up enough. So he's hoping that his weather stays as it is. And it's going to be a slow overtake here as Jack looks to make a move past Johnny. Can't get it done there. Yellow flags are waving as Cherry's gone deep. Look at Carl though. Carl is flying. Great move there from Carl as Carl's up at the P3. This could be a godsend from Carl. Look at this. Great move. He's getting boxed in a little bit by Jack. But he is on the right tyre at the moment and he can sense it. Look at him burning his ERS. He's got so much more grip than these two as he makes his way past the pair of them. Gets past Johnny like he's stationary. Now making a move past Jack. He could brake much later than the dry runners. And look at that. Carl is leading the race. Carl is winning a Grand Prix. And
GP
GDC,
up into second.
Jesus, you come out of nowhere. Your teammate in second. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to be able to hold us, are they? But this is amazing.
Master stroke. I'm screenshotting that.
Is it going to be wet enough though, Rob, to step the whole end of this race? Because it is not drying up that quickly.
I think it will start to dry within the next 3 or 4 laps. If they can open a good gap.
Yeah, they need to open a good gap, really. But they are gaining so much. It's 5 seconds in the first lap they've gained on these drivers. Jack's lost a place there to Johnny. And they've both gone deep there into turn 1. I think Carl and GT might have made a masterclass call here. Because the way it's going, they're going to be able to pit and come out ahead of these drivers before the end of the race. This is unbelievable.
Erez starting to make his way through on new inters as well. So Erez has been back in the pits to put the...
Yeah, he had wing damage. So he had to come back into the pits. He's got 10 seconds. He's to Scotty ahead of him. Go on, lads. Do you know what? Fair play to them. Look, they're already 11 seconds clear. Yeah, like Wallen says, the track does need to stay damp. Speedy's in as well. Speed's coming in from, guessing, for a set of inters, and he is. Inters for Speedy as well. He has nothing to lose really, down in 10th place. As Johnny and Avi are going side by side battling. The track is still nice and
really
greasy.
Struggling to get the power down round 13.
I think they all are. None of them really getting the grip on the track at the moment they need. No one's using any overtake.
Tentative. Johnny's got back past Avi through the chicane.
Carl must have the biggest penis right now in the world. He must be literally sitting there with a rock on. I bet he's getting in the way of his steering wheel as he's going around the track.
I wonder if he's asked for his bonus early.
Oof. I think he deserves it after that. Yellow flags are waving. Chubb's retired. That could be a safety car. Yellow flags. It is safety car. Now, is this the time to pit for dries? Do they risk it? I reckon you come in now for dries. And also, the last time we could use the replay cam, as Chubb has DNF'd. We can see Chubb's replay cam. I want to see what what Carl and GGC do. I would imagine they're in the pit. Alright, let's go back a little bit and we'll see the replay cam of Chubb. He's right behind AD for here. Gets on the power a bit too early. Nearly lost it there. Caught it really well. Power again. And it's very similar to what happened to you, Rob.
Okay, that was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the...
It's very, very similar to what happened to you.
And it goes again.
Yeah, he snaps twice on him. He kept it once. And yeah, he can hold it again. Big shame for him. But that is all my drivers out now. I will leave the replay cam if you see anything, that is notable as you're also streaming. Alright, so Rob, if you was in Carl and GT's position right now, what would you do? Are you pitting?
There doesn't seem to be as much spray now.
No, I think they should pit.
I think it's right to pit now.
They are, they're both pitting. Oh, is he? No, Carl's dummied it.
They're staying out.
They're staying out. I don't know, I don't know, now I think that was the time to pit if you're going to do it. Surely that might have been the time there they should have pitted. Although they're saying that though, they're not. I just went on board with Johnny. He's not keeping the car on track. He's still struggling. He's coming in. Johnny's coming in. They're all coming in. Are they coming in for inters? Yeah, it looks like they are. Everyone's coming in. This is a shame for Carl and GGC because they made the perfect call. They are going back to Inters. They made the perfect call to stay out, and now the safety car is going to bring them all back together, and most likely they're not going to hold first and second. Well, they're saying that Erez is pitting for
Erez
softs.
has gone on to softs. As Erez made the masterful pit. If he can keep it on track and it dries whilst the safety car's going round.
He lost out to Speedy there. Well, sorry, he didn't. He got in front of Speedy, so well done to that. Look at the gap though between 42 seconds. That's what you should be screenshotting. Carl and GDC 41 seconds ahead of fucking Johnny Stokes and Abby and Jack. Whose idea to go on the dries? Yeah, do you know what? Carl and GDC, perfect call for them. But there is a but. They are now going to be caught up by everyone. The track could dry up, which means that Erez could come into play and win this race, or it will stay damp and Jack, Avi and Johnny could come over and take over Carl and GDC. Who knows?
They've pitted.
They have pitted. That's okay. So this could be a masterstroke from them then. They are going to dries.
Medium.
They're going to come out ahead. Oh, please, lads. I'm begging for this to be right. Softs? Nah, mediums are coming for. Johnny stayed out. Avi stayed out. Jack stayed out. Scotty is coming in. Scotty's coming back in. Erez is obviously staying out. Speedy's coming back in.
It is looking massively drier now.
It is. They might have done it. They might have smashed it. Aljifa stayed out as well. Honest to God, if they've done this strategy call, they deserve to win this race. The pair of them. They both deserve to be on the podium. This could be the best call of anyone's ever made. Moreland said this is gonna be dry as in a lap or two. I reckon he's right. I reckon it's gonna be dry any minute now. It does look a lot drier. Yeah, the track's got dull. I genuinely think that Carl and GGC have smashed it. This is unbelievable. This is what a race.
The Inters aren't too bad in the dry. They're not
No.
as quick, but
these guys would be like on rocket fuel at the moment. I reckon that they need safety car to stay out one more lap. I'm not sure if it will. It might. I think it might do. Although I say that, Carl's back up quite a lot. No, it's not. It's not coming in this lap.
I mean, safety cars coming.
Oh, it is in this lap. It is in this lap. So Carl done well there to get the tyres heated up as much as he could. He needed one more lap really for Carl.
It was waiting for those stragglers to catch up.
Yeah, because the longer it goes, the more drier the track gets.
He brought that out beautifully.
Great restart there from the pair of them. Johnny making a move early on GGC into the first corner. Does he get it stopped? Can he get it stopped? He does. Can he get in front of Carl? No. Everyone's coming into the pits again for a set of dryers. So Johnny has got grip at the moment. Does take the lead back in this race. Carl's not going to fight it. I think Carl knows that this track is dry. Carl just needs to, yeah, look, he's going wide, Johnny. Johnny's struggling. I think Carl just needs to keep calm. Carl needs to relax, take his time, focus mostly on GGC. And even Erez, actually. Erez is going to be very, very quick behind.
So Scotty.
Oh yeah, and Scotty as well is 4 seconds back. How long did these softs last around here? Did you get an indication of how long they would last?
You'll get 4 or 5 laps out of them. At low
That's about
fuel.
all we got left. So let's have a look at Johnny's tyre attempts, because we'll know that they're going to be bad if they're overheating. So Moreland's calling for a Scotty win. I'm hoping for a Carl win, personally.
I'm hoping for a GTC win.
Oh yeah, cool, sure, for a GTC win. But it is dry. The track is bone dry now. So Johnny's just got to go with it and stay on his tyres. Does set fast up of the race on those wet Inter's tyres. But it is now a dry track. I'm waiting for DRS to be enabled in 2 laps time.
Scott has cleared Erez and taken that fastest lap now.
Yeah, so there we go. It is now dry. And now Scotty can come into play. Cole's still on for a podium. So is GDC. This is a great result for these 2 drivers still. Oh, if GDC goes a bit wide there, then he just needs to keep calm as Scotty's all over the curbs as well. I think Jack and Avi will be fuming with themselves for not holding on to those mediums. There we go. Scotty does make his way quickly past GDC into third place. Sorry, not in second yet. Takes the podium away from GDC.
Scott has deployed a lot of DRS.
He can sense a win. He can sense a win on the cards here. Johnny's tyres must be boiling over at this point. They are looking quite warm. They're looking as hot as these medium tyres. So that means that they are overheating massively. Carl is losing out.
He's working for it though.
Yeah, he's not making it easy, but he also knows he's got a podium on the cards here. He doesn't really want to jeopardise that. It's a lovely. Yeah, DRS is enabled. Oh, I thought Carl lost it there. So it is now a dry track. Speedy's his fast lap of the race. So Speedy up into 6th now could come into play here for a podium spot. It opens the door to everyone here. GDC starting to fall back a little bit. Great move here from Speedy. Look at the acceleration he got there. Found the grip. Brilliant move past Erez. Obviously these guys both have penalties, whereas GDC and Cole don't, and Scotty as well that have penalties, so it doesn't really matter on how far they get, if they overtake, it's how far they get ahead. Jack is way at the back now. He's 6 seconds back from these guys.
He's taken a couple of seconds out of them in that last lap. He's starting to close it down. He's going to be on the back of this, I'd say, by the final lap.
Speedy trying to make his way past GDC. GDC defending nicely through the tight section here. Right now, Carl needs GDC to hold up everyone much as he can. Oh, Speedy gets a bit of a snap there, but well held.
Does GTC get the DRS to help him defend? He does.
And Speedy's got no overtake either to battle with. The crucial thing is as well is Scotty's at the moment leading this race because of that penalty. Carl has lost up a lot. Look at him, traction there from Speedy on GGC up into 4th place. He can sense blood, Speedy. He has got 3 seconds of penalties though, so can he gap these guys enough to retain a 3rd place and a podium spot? I'm still winning on Carl though. Come on, Carl. Johnny's starting now the struggle on these tyres. He's going wide on every single corner, so that could potentially give him a penalty for him at some point. Carl is out of the 3 seconds he needs to be within Johnny to take that 1st place. But gaining all the time. Speedy with DRS open. Carl defending as much as he can. Speedy's pushing as hard as he can. The other flags are waving as Aladiva's gone round. Speedy making a move around the outside here. Great overtake there from Speedy. Up into 3rd. He still hasn't officially got 3rd yet with that 3-second penalty he's got. Carl still at the moment.
Carl need to hold on to the back of Speedy. Use the DRS to close it up.
They do, and not battle either. They don't really want to be involved in a fight here. Although Speedy gets a lovely drag there. He's already 1.5 seconds clear. As Carl's already lost DRS. He's defending now from GGC as they go down the main straight. GGC and Carl side by side into the penultimate corner. Oh, big lock up there from Carl. Can he hold on? They've lost the 3 seconds they need to Speedy. Carl takes the place back. Erez is pushing them round. Jack is also involved in this battle now. So Jack is coming through. Jack up into 5th place. Looking to make a move past Carl. He dives him. Bit of aggressive overtake there from Jack. But can he keep it together? He can. Jack takes the place back. Jack up into 4th place. Carl down into 5th. I'm gutted for Carl. I am gutted for Carl.
Scott is now in the lead on track.
I was very aggressive there from Jack, but Jack must be pissed off with himself at the moment. Not a happy bunny in that car. And I think Carl will be a bit upset with himself there. Unfortunately, the safety car really ruining his strategy. Made all the right calls. Just hasn't got the pace now when the safety car is bouncing back up again. Carl's dropping like a rock now, down into 6th, which is gutting for him. GGC into 8th. These guys on the mediums struggling.
Connie's picked up
Another penalty as well. So Speedy could be on for a podium or a 2nd place here because he's only got 1 penalty himself. Jack, actually, I'm saying that Jack is right behind her. Jack is actually going to take that podium away, or at least 2nd place away from Speedy, potentially.
Avi's got past Carl on the run down to the penultimate corner.
Yeah, these guys now struggling with these medium tyres. They're not as quick as these softs. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Last lap of the race, they were smashing it.
They had a 40-second lead.
I know, 40-second lead, but a safety car coming out, bunched them all together. It's just the way the game goes, unfortunately. Speedy now needs to make the move past Johnny. Johnny running wide again. These tyres must be screaming at him. DRS will be here for Speedy to use. I don't think he's going to need it.
Nearly 90.
Yeah, them fronts are going to be literally bubbling. Jack can see the battle happening ahead. Jack is still within on for a 2nd place here. Erez letting his teammate past.
That might hurt Erez in the long run, but that penalty is going to lose out as it stands to Carl and TPC.
Yeah, he will. And they say they deserve more. They do deserve more. On to the final straight now for the final time in this Grand Prix. Full of ups and downs. We are going to still see Jack on the podium as he makes his way past Johnny on track. Thought he was going to go for Speedy then, a bit too far away. Scotty going to cross the line to win this race.
Like he's celebrating already.
He is. He better hurry up then. They're not that far behind. Scotty crosses the line in 1st. Jack takes 2nd without penalties. Speedy drops down to 3rd. Avi jumps Johnny into 4th. Johnny into 5th. Carl into 6th. GGC in 7th. Erez down into 8th, like you said. He got jumped by both of them while letting his teammate through. And then Ali D for now, last one to cross that line. Unbelievable race.
That was a mental ending to the race. I'm absolutely gutted for Carl and TTC there.
Yeah, but I will say they are my drivers of the day. I think the only thing that's really mucked them about is the safety car. But they made all the right calls, all the right times, and they did deserve to get a lot more out of this race than they have done. They are my driver of the days. The pair of them, I can't split them. Both of them are brilliant.
But congrats to Scotty on the win.
Yeah, great race from Scotty to win that. He did again. Another one made the right calls as well. Not as perfect as Carl and GGC, but did make the right call in the end to go on the softs, which is what won in this race effectively. So there we go. We'll watch the podium spot as Scotty takes his 1st race win of the season potentially. I don't think he's won a race this season.
I think that is his 1st win of the season.
Yeah, well done there. So Scotty takes his first win of the season in first place. Jack recovers well and goes into second place, so well done Jack. Speedy takes third as well, so it's a good podium for Speedy. Abby also recovered into fourth place. Johnny slips down to fifth after making the wrong call to stay out on the inters. Carl, with the right calls at the right times, only got sixth, but well done to Carl. Brilliant race, and GDC as well in seventh. So great points there for both teams. Finally, you're not the only scorer in AlphaTauri. Both, you finally got both guys with points. Did he jump you on points? No, you got 8, haven't you?
No, I've got a point from. Oh, I've got 2 points from the first race of the season.
Yeah, so you're 8 points, aren't you now? So yeah, Erez takes 8th place with that penalty there, knocking him down 2 places. AD takes 9th, and our DNFers were Chubb, Cherry, Moreland, who was disqualified unfairly, yourself, Rob, and Frenzy, who we lost early on in this race, very early on in this race before a pit stop. And there we go. That ends this race for another week. What a race! What a race! Thank you, Rob, for joining me as well. That was kind of you. I thought you was.
Come in because I knew there was a lot going to be going on, and I thought I'll come in and give you a hand.
I thought you'd be race engineering Speedy.
He had Moylan for that.
And Moylan left. Unless Moylan came back.
Oh.
He left the game, but as soon as literally not long after.
Oh, I didn't pay any attention. I was still a bit annoyed at myself for losing it into the wall.
No, I can imagine. I say Moylan was fuming with himself, but not with himself, but with the game. It wasn't his fault. But hey ho, it's the unfortunate way the game is. But bring on 2023, F1 23. Right, so the calendar for the next race, it will be the Italian Grand Prix, Imola. We will see an Imola Grand Prix, maybe not in real life, but we will see it at least in the virtual world. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for Moylan, Cherry, obviously yourself, Rob, Vader, Mrs. Carr, all in the chats, for chatting away and talking. Thanks to Rob for joining me when he did. And yeah, so there's no football this week. The stream for me is now done. Thank fuck. I'll be back live again Friday for my POVs. If you want to see the commentary, do check out DXD Robson Racer himself for the Tier 1 TTFL, or Moylan for Tier 2, and then on to RPR GP2, obviously racing in this track itself. What are we racing in TTFL? Actually, I didn't say what we're racing in TTFL. China. There we go. China Grand Prix in that sprint as well. That'd be fun. So sprint on Friday at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock for TTFL, and then on to Miami for GP2 RPR. Saturday, it won't be Nevo streaming. Unfortunately, I've stolen him. I apologise. I won't be racing either because it is, well, technically Baby Hobo's birthday is on Friday, so we're having a party for him on Saturday. So there we no me, no Nevo streaming. We'll try and get a stream on the go. I don't know who's going to stream it though, or what's going to happen. We'll try and work out something. But until then, I'll be back Monday for the commentary, and it is Imola. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks Rob again, and yeah, goodbye.